Hey guys, another great episode of Tea Time with Tommy. Yes, I am here now with my beautiful assistant, Nora Brate, and of course, Tommy.
Assistant? What is this assistant?
No, I'm sorry, my fault. How about my producer extraordinaire,
Okay, better.
Nora Brate? Yes, we're here now, guys, of course, for another great episode of Tea Time with Tommy. And we're going to talk about worldwide sports and, of course, Partizan basketball, the greatest sports team in the world, as Nora would agree. But yes, Nora, let's go right off the bat. Let's get right into it.
What you got for me this week?
So yes, Nora, first off the top, I have to talk about this imbecile, and I'll stop talking about it until the summer. As we all know, Giannis Antetokounmpo was not traded at the February 5th deadline because he was laissez-faire with his demands. Therefore, the Bucks used him and they didn't trade him. And it was a big waste of time for all of us, including ESPN and poor Brian Windhorst of ESPN and Shams Charania of ESPN. Thank you for wasting our time, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. I think, Nora...
I have to go on, sorry.
No, go ahead. What are you going to say?
I have to cut you off because, first of all, I have to always preface. He's one of your favorite players.
He is.
His butt hurt. He's annoying you. And then, secondly, what did you say? You were like, oh yeah, he's going to the Timberwolves.
Oh, I thought it was close, Nora Brate. I really did. Yeah, I mean, you know what? After I should have known. You were right. If Golden State dropped out, there's no way no one was going to get him. Golden State offered 4 first-round draft picks, Nora. 4. Count on my fingers, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 first-round draft picks, and Milwaukee said no. What a bunch of dunderheads, the Milwaukee Bucks. John Horst should be fired for that imbecile move he made. But Giannis is, most likely he's going to get traded in the offseason. I don't care anymore. He can retire with them. He can get traded. Everyone, it's not just me, Nora. Most of the sporting world is done with this fiasco, including the Bucks fans. They've had enough of this guy. Like, you know what?
No, I think they're happy that he's staying.
I don't know. I've seen, yeah, some are happy. Most are like, yo, Giannis, like, stop it with this. Make up your mind. Like, Bucks Nation can't go through this again, Nora. Like, they can't go through this rotation of trade demands and pulling back, trade demands and pulling back. So I've been actually researching some of the comments from Bucks fans. Not all of them are happy with this either. So, I mean, the guy's not looking good. Bucks front office isn't looking good. But I do believe he will get traded in the offseason. Who's going to get him, guys? Up for grabs. But please stop covering this guy and the team, ESPN. Wait till the summer, and we'll go through his whole ridiculous fiasco again with him. So hopefully it's going to end this summer. He's either going to resign with them and retire, or he wants to trade. We're going to find out once and for all, because we are all sick of this guy's childish ways, and sick of Milwaukee Bucks. It is him. Sick of the Milwaukee Bucks front desk ridiculousness.
Also, did you see what he posted?
Yeah.
From,
I'm
Wolf of Wall Street.
tired of this guy. I'm tired of him.
You love him. Stop.
And what did he say? 100% attract? Who? Who are you going to attract to go to Milwaukee, Giannis? Who? He knows he can't attract anyone. It's written. No, he's going. Now, there's 2. Before we move on to the next topic, Norbert, there's 2 teams I would love for him to go on. Well, 3, but Raptors aren't going to get him. Partizan's not going to get him. So there's 2 teams that I want him to go to. Lakers, 1, to help Luka and LeBron. OKC Thunder. Could you imagine that? How ridiculous would that be?
That would be sick.
Another NBA caliber championship team adds another Hall of Famer, top 5 in the world. So I'm hoping the Lakers or the Thunder get him, because Raptors have no shot. Who knows? Maybe we do. I don't know. But knowing Bobby Webster, he's not going to pull a move like that. The guy gave up one of our best defensive players for nothing. Thanks, Bobby. So, yeah, hopefully Lakers or Thunder, Nora. So, I'm done. We're not talking about this clown until the summer. And the clown...
Butt hurt, huh? You're a little tired.
It's just like, you make up your mind. Like, if Giannis said, Nora Brate, look, I'm going to retire Bucks. I'm signing the extension. I'd be happy. We'd all be happy. We don't have to go through this fiasco. Him just going, I want to get traded. I don't want to get traded. I want to get traded. I don't want to get traded. It's just ridiculous. He's a child. I've never seen a grown adult act like this during trade deadline. Like, be a man. At least, people love or hate James Harden or LeBron, but at least they go flat out, I want to get traded or I'm leaving. Like, they flat out say it because they're grown men. Unlike this child, this 6'11" child from Greece that can't make up his mind. So, no more Milwaukee Bucks talk, guys. I promise you, Nora, I promise you, that is it. Not talk about Giannis again till the summer. We're done. We're done with this guy. Still one of my favorite players, though, Giannis. Going on to the next topic, talk about the NBA All-Star Game, Nora's coming up this weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not just the Olympics, guys. It's NBA All-Star Weekend. So what we're going to have is, what is this? Now, I did my research, Nora Brate. 3 teams it's going to consist of. One is going to consist of 8 players on a U.S. team called Stars and Stripes. And then we're going to have another player of U.S. team called, I don't know what they're called, some USA or something. And then we're going to have another team consisting of 8 players from the world that are called World Players. They're going to have 4 games altogether, 3 preliminary rounds. The top 2 teams make it from the preliminary rounds, makes a final championship game, and it's 12 minutes each. How ridiculous is that setup, Adam Silver? For crying out loud. Why don't they just make it fan balloting, one side's U.S. players, one side world players? And I don't care if that happens, if U.S. players, if there's deserving ones that don't make the team. Tough luck. Excuse my language, but tough shit. U.S. players, you should have been trying in the past, I don't know, decade to make NBA All-Star Game competitive, but you chose not to, so you lose out. So Adam Silver, next year, make it just world basketball balloting and USA basketball balloting. And if there's USA players that don't make the US team, so what? Who cares? Make it like that. 3 teams, it looks ridiculous, Nora. Looks ridiculous. 8 players on each team. Although our very own Darko Rajelkovic will be coaching the world team. So, woo, Darko. Exciting. And Ingram and made it for Steph. And Scotty's on the team too. So I don't know if they're on the same U.S. team, Nora, but they made the All-Star game. All-Star. So 3 Raptors representing.
Raptors representing.
Oh, yeah. Now we just got to get Partizan players to represent there one day. So it's probably not going to happen. Maybe Kalathis. Maybe Nick can make the NBA All-Star one day. So let's drum roll, please, Nora Brate. We are going to talk about Partizan Nation. Hot takes. Let's go. Have to really delve in, Nora and Tea Time viewers, for this one, because there's not a lot of news going on during Partizan. But the first one was, so Partizan played Dubai. I believe Partizan defeated Dubai basketball. And the person that's playing for Dubai currently is, of course, Partizan legend Aleksa Avramovic. Did I pronounce his name right? I am sorry if I didn't. Avramovic, who's now playing for Dubai basketball. Why did we let him go in the first place? I don't know, Partizan Nation. Yeah, I know, we lost him. But he's doing awesome for Dubai basketball, but we wanted to honor him. He was at center court, I believe, with the president of Partizan basketball. Gave him his own Partizan jersey and a little cute baby jersey for his kid. So his son or daughter. So it had number 4 on it. So honored him at center court, well deserved. He's also plays for the Serbian national team, as Partizan Nation knows, Nora. And we really need him. We really need him because we're currently sitting 17th in the EuroLeague standings, 9-18 record. Awful, pathetic. Brates, that is not good. That is not good. Partizan Brates and Nora Brate, absolutely bad. So Aleksa Avramovic, congrats to honoring you. Please come back to Partizan. And the other news for Partizan. So Facebook posted, Nora, that basically Joakim Noah was you guys can check it out. It's really good. Really good on Facebook, guys. Joakim Noah visited Belgrade, Serbia to check out the Belgrade Derby between Partizan and Red Star, which we won. You suck, Red Star fans. So Noah was there. Oh, I'm gonna get a beat down from these guys when I go to Belgrade.
No, it's fine.
I'm just kidding, Red Star fans. Relax. So Joakim Noah was there because he wanted to check out the Belgrade Derby. But he said a couple of great points in the video, Nora. He said he was mesmerized, impressed with the Serbian culture and how fans are so passionate about the basketball derby. He visited the churches. He visited the Orthodox churches in Belgrade, guys, and the famous landmarks. Also, the same famous church. Please tell me, Nora, what that famous Orthodox church is in Belgrade's famous, world famous. Liplitava. He visited there, where Nem and I visited, and Nora visited too. And that famous little antique store there, he visited that store. I could see it because Nem and I, of course, Nora, you know, we visited Belgrade, Serbia together one time. So yeah, and he was very impressed. He understood how great players come from such a small country, he said, because they're so passionate about basketball. Serbia nation is. So he was really impressed by that. And he was really impressed by the derby itself. He couldn't believe there was flares and people jumping up and down and chanting. And he said that the fans of Serbian basketball reminds him of the Chicago fans. He, of course, Nora, played his whole career with the Chicago Bulls. He knows how blue-collar that city is, how tough Chicago is. And he correlated that, related that with the country of Serbia, how tough the Serbian people are. So many things that, Serbian people have to go through, such as a civil war, all the hardships, Tito, the presidency of Tito. So he understands how tough and strong the people of Serbia is. So, they're a proud country. That Joakim Noah stated that Serbia are a proud country, and they love their basketball team. So it was one of the best basketball experiences he's ever had. And yeah, and then he also sat with the professor was there from AN1. Was next to him in Belgrade Arena. That's a surprise. Professor came, and he was dapping up Nick Kalathis, and Partizan defeated Restra that game. But he said it was one of the best experiences of his life, and he lit a candle in that Bakitlava church. He lit a candle too. So props Joakim Noah for shouting out the country of Serbia, and of course Partizan nation. And Nora should be very proud of that because she's from Serbia. And Joakim Noah, give a shout to your country, Nora. So thank you.
Wait, why don't you guys? You should make a shout out to him, and you guys should go to Belgrade together and do a video together.
Hey, Joakim Noah, shout out once we get Nora Brate and I get tea time popping. Come on our podcast, and then let's meet up in Belgrade. And Walters, which is a famous, of course, Partizan Nation knows about this famous Shavapi restaurant. Yes, Nora's going to pay for that. So Nora will pay for that. Joakim Noah, free Walters food. Free.
We'll pay for it, but what?
Partizan Nation loves Walters, so free Walters food from Nora Brate, Joakim Noah. Let's do it. I would love to have him on the show one day. It'd be an honor, Nora, because seems like such a chill dude. He was in Belgrade wearing like baggy pants and like a hoodie. How awesome is that? How chill is this guy?
Yeah,
so
maybe he can style you a little bit.
Definitely, Joakim Noah, teach me about how to dress properly.
This is like the coolest you've looked. Otherwise,
you
look like a librarian.
I look like a slob, Joakim Noah. Look how I'm dressed. So this is the best I ever looked.
No, you don't look like a slob. I actually like this look on you.
I appreciate it. But I mean, what Nora's saying though, outside here, I dress like a slob. Joakim Noah, please come on this show.
You're not a slob. You just look very sometimes you dress kind of nerdy,
Yeah. Joakim, I need your fashion tips, please. But shout out to Joakim. I hope he comes on the show. He's a big Serbian basketball fan and a big fan of Serbia. So just to make Partizan Nation Nora happy, he loves Serbia. Those are my hot takes. All right, Partizan Nation and Tea Time viewers and Nora Brate, it's my favorite part of the show. Partizan Player of the Week. So we're going to talk about the Partizan Player of the Week, guys. I went through a bunch of them already. If you guys have seen the past episodes, please watch the past episodes too. So Tyreek Jones and of course Carlik Jones. But now, Nick Kalathis we talked about. Now, Nora doesn't even know who this guy is. We're going to...
Well, at this point you never tell me, so whatever.
Let's go. Drum roll, please. The Partizan Player of the Week is Jabari Parker. Yes. Mr. in the doghouse right now with Joan Roya. Him and Murray Merkkinen, I feel bad for those two. They're in their doghouse, right? In the Panaroy's doghouse. But let's go. Jabari Parker, as you know, Partizan Nation, Nora, was drafted second overall in the 2014 NBA draft by the Milwaukee Bucks before the Giannis era. Everyone was hyping this guy up to be the next great thing, drafting the same class as Joel Embiid and Andrew Wiggins. And of course, our very own Dante Exum was drafted, Partizan Nation, in that draft. He was, National High School Player of the Year by Gatorade McDonald's. He played for 1 year with Coach K at Duke University. Learned a lot from Coach K that 1 year. And then he went into the NBA draft. He played for, look, this is really, really interesting, Nora. Milwaukee Bucks, Chicago Bulls, Washington Wizards, Atlanta Hawks, Sacramento Kings, and the Boston Celtics. 6 NBA teams, and then he played for FC Barcelona, and he's currently playing for the greatest team in the world, our very own Partizan basketball. So, dug up some research again. I'm gonna impress you again, Nora Brate. Dug some research. So Basket News, one of my favorite Euro YouTube channels, did an interview with Jabari Parker. Now this was when he was with FC Barcelona. They did this interview. Great interview. Nora and Partizan Nation, catch it. It's on YouTube, Basket News. Forgot the interviewer's name. He was really good. Really good. Very polished, had great hair. But he interviewed Jabari and learned a lot of things during the interviews. Basically, he loves collecting antiques. This guy's an antique collector. He doesn't collect basketball memorabilia. He collects boxing memorabilia, Nora. Boxing. But if there was one thing he would love to bring back from Europe, it would be the 92 Dream Team jersey from Spain. Because, as you know, Nora and Partizan Nation, he played, U.S. Dream Team played in Spain, and Barcelona 92. He would bring that. He would love to have the 72 basketball that was used during that very controversial USA versus Soviet Union game. And he would also, his favorite players was Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson on that Dream Team. So he's a big Barkley and Johnson fan. He remembers playing in Lithuania, FIBA Under-17 National Championships with Team USA. He has great memories. His first memory of Europe was during those championships when he didn't know how to turn his hotel room key. He didn't know he had to put the key in to turn it on. So in Europe, this is what he's saying, Nora. In Europe, you have to put the key, hotel key, in the slot to turn the hotel room on. Now, I don't know. Maybe I misheard him in the interview, but I think a lot of American hotels are like that too. So maybe it was new to, I'm not making fun of you, Jabari. Maybe it was new to him, but that's what he stated in the interview. He also got to do, but he didn't find it difficult to live in Europe, Nora, because he did the same thing. He went grocery shopping. He took the bus in Europe, and he got to drink tea, and he got to also go to little bars in the streets of Europe. So he was just trying to, it just felt normal, just like he lived in Chicago back in the U.S. They asked him how he dealt with pressure in Europe. So it's basically, this is really interesting. He doesn't take any opportunity for granted anymore, season or pro season. He treats every game like it matters. When he played with Coach K at Duke University, Coach K taught him every minute matters in basketball. So that's what he learned. He took that with him to Europe. So he's playing, that's what he's saying. He's playing like every game matters in Europe. That's how he deals with the pressure. He would like to return to the NBA one day, but however, he is currently happy playing in Europe right now. He knows that he has to develop his scoring abilities. Like he needs, as if he doesn't score as enough now for Partizan, but he says he's got to sharpen his offensive abilities. Hardest adjustment. This was his hardest adjustment. So when he was in the NBA and Duke, he knew he had to be the main guy scoring points. However, he learned in Europe, it's not about the player, it's about the system, it's about the team, it's about the coach's schemes. So he's come to the point in his career, he does not care how many points he gets, how many shots he takes, he just wants to win as a team. So that's what he had to adjust, because he's not the main guy anymore. He's got other great players, European players on his team, on FC Barcelona and Partizan. So he says he doesn't need to dominate anymore. He just needs to be a team player. So basically, yeah, the draft class, he got to meet a lot of NBA players, where they came from. So he really enjoyed meeting the players during that draft class. But here's the interesting part. Now, this was really what touched me during the interview, Nora, and Partizan Nation. Basically, Jabari Parker, the interview guy asked him, like, what does he have any regrets not having a Hall of Fame NBA career? Does he have any regrets for that? And he went on very deep emotional detail. He said he has no regrets because, if you guys want to believe him or not, he's from the tough streets of South Chicago. And he would come home when he was young, starving, without food. His family was poor. He only has one sister that graduated from university in that whole family, and he would come home hungry, starving for food. Now he doesn't have to do that because he's got a lot of money and he can go to anywhere in Europe and buy food and not be hungry. So he's blessed just to be playing basketball, which he stated in the interview. And he lost his best friend when he was 18 years old. And he's just telling the interviewer, like, everything he went through in Chicago, like losing his best friend, going through the rough streets, going poor. Basketball gave him everything. Basketball allowed him to go to Duke University. Basketball has allowed him to, after his playing career is over, he can go back to Duke, graduate with a university degree. Because, like he said, only one sister of his has a degree. His whole family doesn't have any education, and he's just blessed to not be starving and not to be homeless. And he's just blessed that he's still playing basketball. He had 2 ACL surgeries, I believe, for Milwaukee. He thought doctors were saying he would never play again, but he beat the odds, and he's just happy to be healthy and playing basketball. So he looked at it a different way, Nora. It's really interesting. Like, most people would be like, oh, woe is me. I was supposed to be pegged as the next great NBA player, and it went down the tubes. He doesn't think of it that way. He thinks of it as a blessing that he's still playing basketball, and he's still being interviewed by Basket News as well. He said, hey, there's a reason he's there being interviewed by Basket News and playing for FC Barcelona. And now he's currently playing for Partizan. So, it really touched me how he said that, you got to count your blessings, You never know, because everyone comes through different types of life. He went through a tough life, and he's just happy to be where he is. So he's at his best place right now, mentally, physically. And he's not a big fan of media. But he was happy to do the interview with Basket News, and he's just kicking it, and he just wants to be an inspiration and give people hope in the U.S. who's having problems in life that can't get any jobs. So, playing in basketball in Europe has been an amazing experience. So that really touched me. You see a guy that he was crying because his NBA career ended, and he went to FC Barcelona, but then he found out immediately that, it's a blessing that he's playing now. He doesn't care if he doesn't go to the NBA Hall of Fame or play in the NBA again or win an NBA championship. He's just happy playing basketball in Partizan and for Belgrade, and he doesn't need to. He's just blessed. He's counting his blessings. So that's really wow. This guy should be a motivational speaker, Nora Brate. So.
Yeah, honestly, I saw something that he said. I just pulled it up now. When he was playing, I think he was playing for Barcelona at the time.
Yeah.
What was that, last year? He said, "People say I'm a tragic story. What's tragic about me? I made millions of dollars. I fed my family. I brought my family out of the ghetto. Those same people who probably wrote those stories haven't even achieved 1% of what I've done."
Zing! I love his attitude. I think he would.
Like, tenacity, like.
You know what? Like, how I always say I would love to have Nick Kalathis, Tyreek Jones, or Joakim Noah on the show. I am being 100% serious. I would love. It would be an honor, if Jabari Parker ever sees our show, Nora. It'd be an honor, Jabari, if you came on, because that really touched me. That positive thinking. There's a lot of interviews I see, and they're really good interviews of Partizan players, past and present. But yours was really, to the heart, because, you gotta look at life. You're alive. We have a roof over our heads, family, friends, and good people. And, why are we complaining? Appreciate you, Jabari. And I hope, one day you can come on. I'd love to pick his brain a little, Nora. But shout out to Jabari Parker. Man, one of the best interviews I ever heard. It was only 16 minutes by Basket News, Nora, but I mean, that part really hit home because he could have said he regretted not being a better player in the NBA. He didn't. So, and he gave a great reason why. So, shout out Jabari Parker.
All right, Tommy, you know what time it is.
Tea time, tea time, tea time.
I love how you're...
We gotta get used. I'm gonna use this jingle.
Honestly, I gotta put like a little beat under it, you know?
Can you? I think it'd be better because the viewers are like, what are these two fools singing right now? So we gotta put a jingle.
You know what? Dedicated to our 3 current viewers, for you guys.
And it will be more. Viewership will be growing.
Let's go. First question. Since we're going into All-Star Weekend, do you have any predictions? Just so we have something to tie into next week.
The predictions for the All-Star game? For the All-Star game?
Yeah.
I will predict the world's going to win. I predict they're going to win. Although they don't have Shea or Giannis, they're still going to win. They got Sengun replaced Shea. Giannis says he's going to play. He's not on the injury report. He's going to play this weekend. I doubt he will. Hopefully they can. They got so many great world players, Nora Brati. I think they can replace Giannis with another great world player. Oh, Bogdan maybe? Bogey might come on. Because I don't think Giannis is going to play. He's still injured. But I think the world's going to win. And I think that will, even without Shea or Giannis, they're going to win. And that will prove that they're going to have a U.S. versus world next year. So, world, let's go. I believe in Darko too, by the way. But I think the world's going to win.
Let's go. I think Darko's going to get it done.
Darko.
He's a legend. And
Love
he's
you.
on the right team.
Darko's a legend.
Okay, and one thing that I wanted to, which we posted one of your archive videos the other day.
Oh,
and
that was amazing.
One of your biggest videos previously, so from before the revamp. I just wanted you to kind of summarize that video and in general talk about, it's essentially I think it's the origins of your love for Partizan. I mean, we talked about Partizan with you previously in previous years, but I think that you went to your first Partizan game 2 years ago, and just talk about the impact and just in general what you talked about in that video. Sum it up for us and what it means to the fans, what it means to you. You know, what made you so excited to follow this club?
Oh, first off, Norbrate, major kudos for posting that on our show. That video is amazing. Good job. Good job on that, Nora. Awesome. Loved it. But yeah, the major things I saw, like just like Joakim Noah said, and just like other NBA players that have played for the black and white, that the fan atmosphere, like you're talking about fans that are so passionate, they're jumping up and down singing the whole game. I turned around and asked them, is this happening? Are they still jumping up and down and singing? All game they were, the Partizan Nation. And you got flares and you got yelling and screaming. I mean, this is during a basketball game. Think about it. These basketball players are looking up in the stands and all these fans are like standing and just singing and just going insano. So that's one thing that took, is that the fans, these are the most passionate basketball fans in the world, Partizan basketball. I also found out, yeah, it's definitely like an experience like no other. Going to a Raptors game, of course, is an experience, but this is just unbelievable experience. I also found out the nicest people in the world Partizan fans are. Like, they're so like they interact. Like, if you ask them something, they'll interact. I remember talking to two young Partizan fans there, and I told them, man, this is the best gym. I told them I'm from Toronto, Canada. This is the best crowd I've ever experienced. You guys are amazing. And they were like, no, this is okay, but go to the old gym. So there, Nora, you probably know this. Nem knows this. This other old gym that Partizan Red Star used to play in. I forgot what the name was, but they said you can hear the ground shaking. It's like the walls are gonna cave in, and it's just gonna, the ceiling's gonna come down. Like, that's how good this area. I forgot. If you can look it up, Nora. They said go to that one, but overall, just an amazing experience. And they had these doors where These beautiful looking Serbian ladies were near every door where I think it's a suite you can go into for like expensive like Partizan ticket holders, right? And they open the door, you go into the suite, and I was passing by that too, and it was like police was there, like an army was there with machine guns, making sure that think about it. If you're in Raptors like Scotiabank Arena and you see an army of Canadian soldiers with machine guns, that's what it was in that Belgrade Arena. It used to be called Stark. But it's just, oh man, it was just the best experience. So yes, shout out to them and the friend that got us those tickets. I gotta go another. One day Nora and I are gonna go to the Belgrade Derby. So please, viewers, just like and subscribe and make this show the best show in the world, and we'll be able to go and cover the Derby for you guys. So it's gonna happen. But man, it's just amazing. So it was the best. Yeah, it was the best game I've ever seen. Best game I've ever seen, and it was the best YouTube video I made too. So most views.
If you could chat with any Partizan player, who would you want to interview?
Oh, it's tough. Well, Tyreek's not there anymore. That sucks. You know what? Jabari was interesting, but I would go with the captain, Vanya Marinkovic, because in his heart, he's Partizan for life, and he's the captain, and he's Serbian. He represents that team. So Vanya would be good. Second pick, if I could do a second pick, would be Jabari. The interview really hit home. So, but he's in the doghouse now, Nora. I'm scared. He might leave. Penroy publicly said that he's got to work hard to be him and Maury Merkinen. I feel bad for those two. Those two are for sure gone by next year. So, but even if Jabari's on another jersey, we can still get him on the show, right, Nora? Even though he's not part of Partizan Nation. Guys, Nora is very, very passionate about her team. So, if they're not on Partizan basketball, I don't think she wants any of them back. So,
we had like one comment on the Tyreek video of like why Partizan players love Tyreek Jones, and there's this one guy that just wrote, "Not anymore."
I love that comment. Whoever wrote that.
No, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. No, it wasn't me either. So thank you, whoever that guy was.
I think he just read the title, "Why Partizan fans love Tyreek Jones." He just wrote, "Not anymore."
I would love to have him because he was my favorite Partizan player, Nora. But so even if he's with Panathinaikos, we'd love to have him on the show, Tyreek. Don't worry, no hard feelings from Nora and I. I don't know about the rest of Partizan Nation towards you, Tyreek, but
sure.
Yeah, there are hard feelings. I'm sorry, Tyreek, you're not coming on this show.
No, we can interview him, but we'll speak about his time there.
Yeah, we gotta go to the Belgrade Derby. The one quick thing, Nora, before you conclude, we gotta go to that Belgrade Derby one day and just, man.
Tell them to invite us.
Invite us. Please, Partizan Basketball, invite us. We want to go to the Belgrade Derby. Get us media passes. And for that to happen, guys, subscribe and like below. Please. Take us, Nora and I, to the Belgrade Derby. Media passes. No tickets, media passes. I think we'll get it. I know we're going to get it for sure now, Nora. They listen to us.
Is that how you're ending the video?
But once again, guys, thank you for joining us. Another great episode of Tea Time with Tommy. Partizan Basketball all the way. Nora and I signing out. Yo.